We will be heading to an extremely hot area where our attention will be focused on Syria. Recently, Serkan has been actively reporting alongside Aydin Korkmaz as they continue to cover the news taking place in this volatile region. Once again, Serkan, I would like to turn the spotlight on you as you bring us a live image from the region, unperturbed, for a solid 30 minutes. The sounds of non-stop gunfire resonate in the background, while the demonstrative displays of elation intensify with each passing minute. Could you enlighten us on the level of tension in your current location and provide any unique insights you have gathered from local sources? Please take the floor once more.
Let's start from where we are. We are in Azaz. We are in Azaz Square. And after the developments that took place about an hour ago, more precisely after the opposition took control of important places, critical places in Damascus, and after the statements made, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who support the opposition have started to gather in the squares, not only in Azaz, but also in Afrin, in Hama, in Homs, in Tarifat, in Jarapus, all over Syria. Syrians in different parts of Syria have taken to the streets, demonstrating their joy, some of them firing shots in the air, some of them chanting slogans, some of them pressing the klaxons, the coronas, to show their joy. Let's put it this way. The information we have is actually as follows. There is a statement by the Prime Minister of the regime, Al-Ghazi Jalali. This is very important. He announced that they are ready to work and cooperate with the regime that will come. This is actually a statement of surrender. Let's put it this way. There are many claims about the whereabouts of Bashar al-Assad. There are many claims that he could be in Latakia. There are also some allegations that 2 private planes from BAE, that is United Arab Labour, arrived here yesterday and left the country with the planes, but it has not been confirmed. But let's express that. From where we are, the demonstrations of joy continue. They continue to fire in the air, but there are important developments in Damascus again. The opposition continues to advance. Many important places are critical points. Among them is the Syrian state television. He shared visuals of the opposition entering the Syrian state television. In the following hours, an official is expected to come out of the operation room of the opposition and make a statement. And while these developments were taking place, the live broadcast on the Syrian state television was suddenly cut off because the opposition was now in the television, building many critical points. The military zone, the military base, is now in the hands of the opposition, and they are continuing their advance. Let's say that in the coming hours, maybe they will take control of the whole of Damascus. Everyone from 7 to 70 is on the streets. You described a beautiful image. Children, young, old, everyone believes in the early hours of time. The day is not yet bright on the streets, but let's say this. Today, December 8th, will be a very critical date for Syrians. It will be a very important date. Perhaps it will be a date that will leave a mark on the political history of Syria. The Assad regime of 54 years has ended as of today. That is Hafez al-Assad, the father, and Bashar al-Assad, his son right behind him, have caused dozens of people to lose their lives in Syria for 54 years. The civil war in Syria has been going on for 13 years, and for about 12 days there was a march going on in Syria right where we are. There was a conflict environment. The opposition united. The march initially started in opposition to the regime, ultimately resulting in its overthrow. This marks the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. As of now, on December 8th, 2024, we are witnessing a gradual return to normalcy. The streets have started to become more crowded, particularly at the exact location where I stood during my previous broadcast. People have congregated here, filled with joy, proudly holding up signs and filming the scene. The crowd has dispersed throughout various parts of the city. Countless bullets were fired into the sky, symbolizing the celebration and relief felt by the masses. However, it is imperative to acknowledge the heightened risk and danger involved in these demonstrations. Occasionally, we have had to broadcast from a safe location to protect ourselves from stray bullets falling overhead. Nevertheless, we remain committed to updating you from the heart of this beloved square. Undoubtedly, significant and dynamic developments will unfold throughout the day, and our subsequent hours and minutes together will bring forth new topics for discussion. Stay tuned as Aiden Korkmaz and I continue to bring you the latest updates.